Hey you guys, so today's video is about the Flash Gordon figures. Before we start, I would just like to say that this video is a tribute to my dad, who passed away on the 10th of August, kind of suddenly. He introduced me to things like Flash Gordon, you know, the Zorro, those Saturday morning serials. He had a big fondness for them. He was used to go about the Mudmen from Flash Gordon. And we enjoyed them together, and the old Batman serials and things like that, and he introduced me to comic books, and he took me to see Star Wars and things like that. So this video is a tribute to him. Right, so back to action figures. This is Flash Gordon. It's Flash on this side, Ming and Clytus there at the back. Yeah, I cannot remember who made these figures. I think it was Biff Bang Pow or something like that. So I'm going to say that now. I probably won't mention it again. The last video I did about the Sam Jones film, I got a copyright strike and it was removed. So hopefully this one stays up. Right, so where should we start? Well, we'll start with, obviously, this guy in the middle here. He is the original version of Flash from the old comic book stories. And you can see it's a really, really nice action figure. This one, though, is, and if you go watch the video, all of these, well, most of these have been reviewed on the channel. This one, he does have a wonky arm. It's that bit there. There we go. That's why his biceps like that. I keep thinking of gluing. I don't want to glue it back on. I'm just going to leave it like that because it stayed like that pretty much since I took it out of the box. Watch the video and you can see it break. I wish they would learn to paint the pins or make the pins that colour. Just a little thing that bugs me. But yeah, this is the original look from the old comic books of Flash Gordon. Obviously this is the Ming that goes with that figure. It is a, so you've got to do that, focus, there we go, brilliant. It's got a really, really great likeness. The skin tones on that are great. This one survived coming out of the box so far. I'm not going to repose him or anything like that while he stood here. I seem to have this thing for putting Mings with a hand like that, because that one's got the same kind of pose. It's, I don't know, it's that pondering villain kind of pose, isn't it? But yeah, NECA did a great job with these, I have to say. We're still waiting for some from the Defenders of the Earth, but I would like to see more of this genre, you know, like the old comic book characters. So yeah, so those are the comic book look for Flash and Ming. Right, next on the list we will go with the legendary Sam Jones film. I suppose that is their first look. Excuse the fact that over the years it's a white shirt, it's got grey, so that's when he's... I've always thought as well the skin tone is a really weird colour on these. It's kind of grey. I do think I have a Prince Baron somewhere, but I could not for the life of me find him. And I don't know if I ever bought Dale. I thought I had, but I couldn't find her either. On the back. I always thought that meant it was in French, the little on the top. I'm sure somebody will tell me what that means, but yeah. I mean, it's a reasonably good likeness. Focus, come on. There we go. But I don't know, it's not exactly 100% Sam Jones. And like I say, that skin colour is a little weird. I do like his shoes though. He's got really nice sneakers. There isn't even a thing for who made it written on it anywhere. Normally, you know, like on the bottom of the boot or something like that, but there is nothing on these. Then we had, yeah, the end scene from the Flash movie. Yeah, a nice little bit of glitter in his badgy thing there. This, I don't know, the figure body-wise there seems to be a really big gap there, but maybe it's just me. Maybe the head's a bit small. Don't know. Maybe the head's small. Maybe that's what it is. It's silly things like that, isn't it, that can... Yeah, I think that's what it is. The head's a bit small. Nice shiny boots. Yeah. Articulation wise, these were actually quite nice. They had a little... They weren't quite as locked in as the old McFarlane and early NECA figures, but they were nice. These are probably quite old now, actually. From a different time. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So that is the two movie flashes. We also, and that set had the movie Ming, Clytus, I'm bored. What plaything can you offer me today? Sadly, this fell off the shelf a while ago, and I think his arm came off, but I've glued it. It never really moved that much anyway, so I just glued it back on, but it's not exactly the most, you know, positionable or manoeuvrable of figures. Why does it keep locking on ones at the back? But it's still a really nice style to it. This one seems to have been a dust magnet. The others were okay, but this one seems to be just caked in it. And the wash was a little bit, maybe a little bit too deep, because bits of that look like black, not red. And it is very red in the film. It's like, red! Ah, that's better. I've always, because his head turns with that. So it's a little better if you tilt, if you do him slightly. Yeah, that looks better, doesn't it? I fiddle about with that. Doesn't really look like the actor, but it's Flash. Now it's Ming. Now here is Clytus is one of my favourite characters from that, and it looks so much like Doctor Doom. It is unbelievable. But this figure has always made me laugh because Clytus has a metal arm and a real arm, and the metal arm doesn't move, but the real arm does. I'm trying to think if actually now I'm even looking at it thinking, did they get the arms the right way around? I should maybe have checked that, because this arm is locked and doesn't move at all. Not even in the wrist. This arm has a joint in it. The one that shouldn't have a joint in it has a joint in it. Yeah. Bravo. Articulation wise, it is terrible. There is nothing other than those arms, and his legs go up and down. That's about it. But yeah, and it's such a shame because Clytus, like I say, he's not exactly an action pose kind of character, but I just he is my favourite character out of this movie. I remember as a kid seeing when he gets thrown onto the spike and his eyes come out. I think they did a version of this with that. Or maybe that's just a Mandela effect moment. But yeah, that is quite a nice figure. It's all in black, but yeah. And finally we have the old Defenders of the Earth Flash and Ming, which I loved as a kid because it was my old comic book heroes back. And these are great, I have to say. I think I did break his sword. It's around here somewhere, actually. On the table probably somewhere. But yes. It's funny, he's wearing the red now. And Ming's wearing the more subdued colours. But yeah, these are great. I think the NECA really did a great job of these. And like I say, we're waiting for Mandrake and Lothar. And the bad guy. His sidekick. It was one of those coming. I mean, these are pretty much, let's have a look. You see, I thought these were the same figures, but maybe they are to an extent body-wise. Maybe leg-wise. No, not even the legs, because the boots are different. So they did actually take the time. The gauntlets are different. There is definitely a difference in the figures. I mean, that is a collar, so that bit could be different. I think this maybe this section and the top of the arms top of the legs to there are probably the same. The head, that is moulded on. So look, is that? No, that is part of, that is part of his head. That's not like a hair thing that they've glued on. That is his head. Yeah. Don't worry, guys, because that actually does. They did a really cool thing. They made it so that because obviously that's a really long. It plugs. But then my worry is I'm going to put it in there one day and not get it out. But yeah, these are pretty cool. So yeah, that is my Flash Gordon collection. I have been a big fan of Flash Gordon. There was the old cartoon series, which I remember getting up one morning, and they ran the whole thing like it was a movie. I remember sitting there like for like most of the morning, just watching it, thinking, "Is this ever going to end? I hope not, because I'm really enjoying it." And it was on for hours. I think it was edited down, but yeah, it was on for days. So yeah, that is kind of, for now, the Flash Gordon collection. I'm sure we will get more figures as we go, and there'll be more of them, which is brilliant. Yeah, I just want NECA now to make some decent Flash Gordon movie figures. Yeah, that would be fantastic. A Dale, Zarkov, Prince Baron, a decent Clytus. There is a plethora of figures that could come out of this, and I think there's a little gold mine there, because a lot of us absolutely love these old movies. So yeah, so like I said at the beginning, tribute to my dad. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you could, please hit the likes, shares and subscribes down there. It really helps the channel. There is a thank you button down there as well. And I'm supposed to advertise it. Minimum amount you can donate is £2 to whatever you want. Yeah, I'm supposed to advertise it because YouTube keep telling me you've got it there, nobody's used it yet because you're not plugging it, so they get a cut of it, so that's why they're plugging it. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you all have a great day, hope you have a great night, and I promise the next video I will sound a lot more cheerful. Have a great day. Thank you to everybody, by the way, that joined in on the live chat the other night. That was a huge help to me. Thank you, guys. I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.